Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. We are in the mech bay as promised because we are here to fix up a bunch of our mechs. Now we've been sitting on a couple of upgrades and I think this is time to go ahead and fix them up. So what we've got first and foremost is the Hatchet Man. We have made a few minor modifications, but I think they are fairly powerful. We swapped out an arm modification that weighed 2 tons with 40 melee damage for one that does 60 and only weighs half as much. That's meant that we've been able to chuck in a little bit of extra heat sinking, which I think is rather good. In fact, I might chuck that in the leg, come to think about that. Maybe it would be best that it's not somewhere that's easily destroyed. We've also checked on a bunch of other weightless arm mods that we can to get as much damage as possible. Technically, we could have gotten an extra 5 melee damage if we had dropped the double heatsink, but this thing is remarkably toasty as it stands, so I feel like that's probably not too bad. And now if we check out how much damage we're doing, yeah, we're doing 195 damage for a melee, which is absolutely horrific, and that doesn't even account for our machine guns. So I think that that's fairly good. We're going to go ahead and confirm that so we can get that working. Followed by, we have a couple more that we need to quickly run through.
On it.
But that won't take very long. We'll have ourselves a Marauder. We did pick up an ER medium laser with a little bit of extra damage. So we're going to make sure that we have that equipped, as after all, if we're going to be going for the headshots, it's probably more beneficial to have some damage. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put that on there. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try and keep the damage fairly even, so we'll throw that on this side. That should be fine. Let's go ahead and confirm that too. There we are. That should be fine. And then from here, let's see. Let me check my list.
And noted.
Oh, we have, alright, we need to buy some stuff from the store, that's right. We don't have too much to pick up though, but it should be, every little bit counts. What we're going to do is we're going to head over there, and I believe there was an LRM 5 for sale. So that's what we'll go ahead and pick up. Yeah, there we go. So we need a few more of these. We also need a bunch of ultra autocannon 2s if we can find them. So we'll happily pick them up at some point in the future when they become available. But until then, that will have to do. Let's head back to the mech bay. And we're going to go ahead and... what was the mech we were going to throw that in? I believe that was going to go into our Cyclops. Yes, our Cyclops here. That can definitely go for a slight upgrade. Even if it is just one of our support mechs, every little bit that we do does add on up. So... as soon as that wants to load, let's go ahead and drop off the damage or critical. We're going to drop off the 25% to crit, and we will go with, there we go, a little bit of that. In fact, we can probably do a little bit more. Let's get rid of the critical and go for more stability damage as well. That will be better than the base, and I think that should do fine for now. So let's go ahead and confirm. Actually, you know what? We could swap out the other medium laser for one with a little bit of extra range. And you know what? I suppose we probably should. Yeah, we're not exactly a heat efficient mech, but we're not really firing off our medium lasers. Oh well, not even our extra range medium lasers. So I think that'll be fine. Go ahead and confirm those. And then from here, what do we have? We have Highlander and Atlas 2
Right.
and a
I'll get it in the schedule.
Cataphract. So Cataphract is up next. Let's go ahead and fix that up. Let's see. What are we doing? I've written down something about a single double heat thing. I'm guessing we have just a basic one that needs replacement. Oh, wait, no, we have 2 that could be replaced. Okay, well that's a nice and easy one. That'll certainly give us some good returns there. So let's go ahead and throw in those doubles. We'll throw that in. I think that should be fine. We'll space out the criticals as much as possible, and you know what? The medium laser, we can also give that an upgrade as well. So we'll go ahead and do that. So let's drop that off and go down. And yeah, accuracy and critical, I suppose that is good enough. It'll also help out with the heat efficiency, which is rather... Actually, no, it won't. Never. Ignore me. That was simply a mistake. Alright, so we've got that sorted, and now what else have we got? A laser for an Atlas 2. So that should be not bumpy, but our major distance one. Yep, there we go. I think we have... Wait, is that the correct one? No, there it is, Atlas 2. That's what we need a refit. There we are. Right, so for this one, all that we have is a couple of extra modified large lasers. So I think we're just trying to maximize the amount of DPS that thing is capable of. Mind you, it's not like it particularly needs it, but hey, every little bit does sort of end up counting. So that's what we're going to do. So large laser, let's throw on the best we can do, extra damage and accuracy, and 5 can do even better. So let's see. There we are, damage and accuracy. That will do very, very well. Are we happy with how everything's equipped? I think we are. Let's go ahead and confirm that too. And then last but not least, I believe we had our Highlander. Yes, we did discuss that in the last episode, and that's going to be fairly easy to fix. We're also going to go ahead and swap out that cockpit modification. It is nice having an extra couple of injuries, but we're not really finding ourselves in a position where that's as necessary these days. If we're taking that many injuries, the cockpit is probably already blown up, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put something better in there instead. Maybe something along the lines of a rangefinder. So let's go down 100 meters. That seems beneficial, especially as our scout. We can also go ahead and upgrade... What is this? A gyro. That makes a bit of sense. If we're using our jump jets and all, we may need those. And what else? Any extra melee modifications that we can squeeze in. Which I suppose makes, yeah, just a little bit better if we do need to get into fisticuffs. Mind you, I think the snub PPCs will be pretty good, but since we have it, we may as well use it. So we'll chuck in these extra weightless ones, as there is no more room in any of our other mechs. Let's go ahead and confirm that, and I think that is all that we are in need of replacing. So now that we've got that all done, we now need to move on to find ourselves a new flashpoint. So what I reckon we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head down to our navigation bay.
All decks report normal activity.
Alright, thank you, Samaya. Let's go here and see. Yes, the Beast of Steel, I believe, is what we're doing next. Yeah, I want to try out this campaign, so we're going to work our way towards it. There just happens to be a black market and a flashpoint available there. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and float on down and then continue further and see how that changes our relationships. The flashpoint is pretty alright, I suppose. We're going to get a rare mech. That is always nice. We're in alright reputation with the Lyran Commonwealth, and it's against some kind of mercenary band. So, the Solaris Gladiator has murdered my nephew, Arjun. With your help, I will see his killer brought to justice. Commander, make him suffer, and I'll make you rich. Well, that seems nice and simple, so let's go ahead and travel.
Course now, Commander.
Not going to be very difficult. With yeah, with our mechs being fixed up as they are, we're not in any trouble whatsoever. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and get to the jump ship. And that will do nicely. Alrighty-o. Oh, and apparently new holovid. Viago's current budget includes a line item for crew entertainment. So after polling the morning briefing for preferences, various places and order. Soon a shipment of popular new holovid ships from Travelor arrived. A mix of action, historical, drama, horror, screwball comedies, and animated features. Cool. Well then, let's see. Schedule a regular Halloween night or do something for the senior staff. Honestly, I think we'll just go for the senior staff. I don't think. Actually, you know what? Let's go for everybody. Let's be a man of the people. Alright, Darius instructs his staff to convert the lounge into one massive holovid theatre one night each week. For the next showing, a random draw from the chip stack schedules an episode of the popular drama series Rough Riders. Glitch and Rabbit enjoy discussing the inconsistent authenticity of the clothing and set design for the colonial settlements of the time period. Alright, so we have a little bit of extra high spirits. Fantastic. We will happily take that. Alright. Well then, I suppose that's not too bad. Now I can't remember because I'm pretty sure we've had before whether we went for that one or whether we went for the seniors lounge. But either way, as long as things are going well, that's all that matters. And it does appear that we're going to have all of our mechs fitted up before we do actually make planet side, which is even better. So with that all done, we'll see what is available. In fact, there is also a black market, so we should probably see that before the flashpoint. Yeah, and we also have access to the store because we're not absolutely hated. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Let's see what they have in store. If there's anything good, we certainly want to pick that up. Alright, so we'll begin that in a second. Let's go to the store. And we will see what we can afford. And at this rate, I think we can afford quite a fair bit if we so desire. Alright, so far, nothing of particular note. No, nothing lying around. No, just generic old ammo and miscellaneous weaponry. Let's try the black market. Let's see if there's something far more nicer there. Alright, I've got a couple of mechs. Not that we're particularly after anymore at this stage. They do have a nice... no, that's the PPC one. AC-10s, that's cool and all, but again, we don't need them. Neither with the Gauss rifle. Or M15, you know what? That probably could get equipped somewhere else. Go ahead and purchase you. And then a small pulse for extra damage and less heat. I can't see that being a bad thing. Let's go ahead and purchase one of those. I don't know what we want to throw that into, but if we have it, it is better. And then also a heat tank. Yeah, I don't really think we need the heat tank. I was possibly debating whether we should use that on our what do we call it? On our hatchet man, instead of a little bit of heat mitigation, just make our thresholds high and hope that we're meleeing to kind of balance out our heat threshold. But you know what? Maybe if that is something that we could play with, or it might be an option, we may as well purchase it. Not that I think that we need it, nor do we particularly find it that beneficial in other things. But we'll pick that up. And let's see. These are weight. Do we have any in stock? We already have 2. So we're probably not going to use those. We already have a bunch of those as well. Alright then, well then, I guess we're going to keep that in store. We'll buy an extra ton of Gauss ammo, just because that stuff is hard to come across. But I think that should be all that we need. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and see ourselves through the flashpoint. And see exactly what's going on here. So, let's begin. The steel beats in a high orbit of Herodotus. Commander, I am pleased to see that you've accepted my request. The matter that I have for you is one of a personal nature. My nephew Arjun has been murdered, killed in the cockpit by a grandstanding fool in front of a cheering audience. I want his head, and I want you to deliver it to me. I'm sorry for your loss, Ralph. That's Stiglitz Bradford. And I think I speak for everyone on the team when I say that we're honored to help. who exactly are we going to be dealing with? A Solaris 7 gladiator. He's a mountain of a man, a sadist who revels in the misery and thrives on the jeers of the crowd. His name is Bogdan Tubbs, but he calls himself the Steel Beast. Under the guise of friendship, Tubbs challenged my nephew to a harmless exhibition match, but when Arjun stepped into the arena, the gladiator turned what should have been a friendly duel into a bloody execution. In the end, he crushed Arjun's cockpit with his BattleMech's armored core. Did somebody pay him to do it? What was his motivation? Good question. Fame? The roar of the crowd? Who can guess? In truth, Miss Murad, I couldn't care less what drove that gladiator to kill dear Arjun. I care only that the justice of House Steiglitz, Bradford, and House Steiner is visited upon this Steel Beast, and that Bogdan Tubbs pays for Arjun's death with his own life. Alright, well, if you can lure this gladiator out to the Rimworld periphery, we'll take care of him for you. Alas, I cannot, but you can. One of the Steel Beast's biggest sponsors, Ironwood Productions, has a holovid distribution facility here right on Herodotus, and it just so happens that Ironwood Productions is hosting a major fan event for Tubbs' most ardent supporters. I want you to make a mockery of the Steel Beast's retinue, smash them into pieces, dump them flat, and send them running back to whatever caves they crawled out of, and I want you to record yourselves doing it. Okay, I'm with you so far. Keep going. After you've destroyed the Steel Beast supporters, I want you to proceed to Ironwood Productions' holo recording facility and capture it. You will then use the equipment inside to broadcast a challenge to Solaris 7 and beyond. The Steel Beast will be powerless to resist such a challenge. He will come to you and you will kill him for what he did to my nephew. Really think this idiot will be that easy to ambush? I mean, it's a pretty obvious trap. If you call him out loudly enough, he won't have a choice. Solaris gladiators live and die by their reputation. If the Steel Beast ignores your challenge or refuses to fight you, his popularity in the arena will suffer for it. Alright then, well in that case, we're on in. You have my thanks. Return to me when your challenge has been recorded and will lure Arjun's killer to us. Okay, well I suppose that's a bit of a difference. We're not going to the ring exactly, but I suppose we can do it. Also too, we should probably see, what's this one here? The Magistracy of Canopus. Who are you fighting? Talents. Huh. Alright, well we might pick up that contract after we've done this flashpoint. But for now, let's focus on the important things. Let's go ahead and negotiate. Let's go for pure salvage. We're going to be in a battle. We may as well take all that we can get. And I think that will do. So let's go ahead and accept and see how this goes. Now, I do believe there is a limit? No. Ooh. I thought it said that there was going to be a tonnage limit. Well then, I suppose we have a little bit of flexibility. Alright, so for today we have a battle in all lowlands, a little bit of hills and other stuff. Well, the gunslinger seems fine, although I don't think we'll make Uranic work for the Lyrans. That is, even though it's a personal matter, I still think we're not going to quite mess with that. Let's throw Spymaster in the gunslinger. Let's also bring out Rabbit, and I think we'll drop off the Cataphract. Yeah, it's not a bad mech, but I feel like at the moment we could probably do slightly better with something else. So maybe if we bring out a distance atlas, that's probably not too bad. Yeah, large laser, extra damage, and whatnot. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Otherwise, yeah, that should be fairly easy. And we also have a bit of pinpointing there, so those large lasers should be able to do fairly good. In fact, maybe we actually switch these around. Truck Ranger in the Annihilator? Or, yeah, let's put... Never mind, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but we might bow out and allow Angel to have a turn. Try out that new Stalker. So far, that thing has turned out fairly decent. So let's use it again. So we'll have a good amount of LRMs, good enough amount of sniping, and good old DPS. So I think that should pretty well do it. So let's go ahead and deploy.
MechWarriors, prepare for combat.
I think that should be a fairly solid land. Hmm. Although I do wonder whether we should make a couple of ideas to see if we can make some of these missions a little bit more dynamic. Maybe limit ourselves to a single assault mech. That could be a change. Or, I don't know, maybe some sort of thing. Maybe go for like an LRM build. Just bring all of our missile boats and go for a little bit of fun that way. I think there's a couple of options that I might try and make a bit of a list of. Yeah, see if we can make some of these engagements a little bit different from our standard repertoire of fighting styles. So, either way, that will be for another day, but until then, we must destroy the Steel Beast retinue. If we are to draw the Steel Beast into a fight, we must first provoke him. A wholesale slaughter of his revolting followers seems like a reasonable first step. I'll point you in the right direction, you'll bring the firepower, and we'll scour this world of Ogden Cubs fan club, and then we'll move on a more high-profile target. Alright. Got nothing to add, Edmund, let's go beat up some violent drunks. I'm a little surprised he's as keen to get in on with this as he is.
Command interface initiated.
Also too, let's see, no, probably get this first. Our surveillance drones have spotted a group of the Steel Beast's friends and their followers near this location. Understand that these people aren't trained mercenaries, they're a motley crew of Solaris gladiators, pirates, and highwaymen. Most don't belong on the battlefield at all, let alone in a BattleMech cockpit. This should be a trivial matter for you to smash them. Alright, sounds like a plan. I'll be recording this fight for our broadcast, so try to put on a good show. Give them the business. Oliveira out.
Some might call this pretty.
Alright, well, that leads me in. If for some reason you would like to join Leviathan's Marauders and try out some of this stuff, be sure to let me know in the comments below. We're accepting new pilots, so if you have a first name, a last name, and a call sign, and we would be happy to hire you. We have a fair bit of room on the Argo at the moment, and always keen to have more of a crew. So if you want to join on in, please do let us know. I would love to have you join us. Alright, but in the meantime, we need to reposition and find ourselves an appropriate spot to take down some of these jokers.
Be there in a jiff.
So, let's go ahead and move on up and see what they bring to the table today. Alright, so far we know we've got a 60-ton mech and an 80-ton vehicle. The problem is I don't think we're going to get range about there. In fact, we only see two, so you know what? I'm thinking we might actually go ahead and reserve.
Standing by.
We could... Yeah, I would have to sprint if we were to try and get anywhere close. So I think we try and bait them to us. I'm more than okay with that idea. Even if for some reason that's an LRM boat, I still feel like we can handle things fairly easily. Alright. So, first fellow, quick draw. And...
Sensors are picking up something.
Oh no, a 35-ton vehicle. Okay. Well, that's not much of a hassle.
Minimal.
And, yep, looks like a couple of LRMs as well. So, I'm not thinking this is going to be too
minor,
dangerous.
Commander. I'm showing minor damage.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's the big boy at the end of things. Yeah. Let's go.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we have 43 resolve. If we get a kill straight away, we should be able to follow up with Rabid. I think what we'll do here is we'll move up. We will focus on... I suppose that's a good enough direct shot. Yeah, that'll do. And we'll take him out. If for some reason this is an LRM boat or a demolisher, if we can get rid of this mech, they won't have eyes on, and we don't have to worry about a long-range salvo. So let's say goodbye to the quick draw. Alrighty-o, good work there.
Mech destroyed.
Looks like our Spy Master remembers the controls to the Marauder rather well. And... they're also stationed up on top of the hill. Interesting.
What's the plan?
Alright, well, I see that you do have a line of sight, so I suppose we shouldn't waste such a thing. Let's go ahead and move on up. let's move Rabbit and let's just take care of the PPC carrier. All right, adios.
Confirmed.
Yeah, there's not much that can handle that,
One for the scrap heap.
especially not when they're fully armored.
Orders.
All right, well then, in that case, let's just go ahead and sprint our way forwards. That should be relatively fine. To give us eyes on the striker at the top of the hill. I think Angel,
Receiving you.
yeah, Angel should be able to send a full barrage of LRMs.
Confirmed.
So that should be a very quick and easy demolition.
Target confirmed.
All right, cool. Well,
One for the scrap heap.
certainly a bit of a walk in the park.
Let's go. Let's go.
We've barely been peppered with any LRMs, so I think it'll be over
Receiving you.
incredibly quickly. You know what? Let's just let them come to us. There's not much they can really do. They have no one to rendezvous with.
Yes, Commander.
Or maybe we just move. Let's just
Waiting for the
reserve and let them move
I've got
forwards.
eyes on hostile
Oh.
reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Reinforcements. Well, I suppose we didn't do the worst thing then. The striker is coming forwards. Well, that's a
me.
bit rude. That is rather uncool. Alright, let's go. Who do we bring
Standing by.
forwards?
Awaiting orders.
Let's bring the Annihilator fully forwards. We'll see if we can get eyes on both. Yeah. Oh, and extra sense range on the others. I think what we'll do here is we'll go for... Actually, we've got pretty decent odds against this quick draw. If we were to target you... What have we got? Oh, yes, of course. We have bonuses from our TTS. And we do have one that gives us a 1 and a 3. So it looks like they do stack. Okay, well, that's good to know. I thought we had one that was a -4 to hit, but it turns out, no, it doesn't. I checked it, and it's -1 and -3. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and precision strike. May as well see if we can get rid of this fellow nice and quickly.
10-4.
Yep, well, that we did.
Mech destroyed.
Alrighty-o. And what else we got? Let's bring
Good to go.
the striker up first. We don't really need any of
Location
the
confirmed.
much of anything for us to fight with the other mechs. So let's just go ahead and focus on you. In fact, realistically, we probably don't even need those medium lasers either. Now let's just fire our LRMs. Alright, sweet.
Reporting.
That is that
One
problem
less
dealt with.
vehicle.
So let's go ahead and I think we'll sprint
Ready for
Spymaster
orders.
forwards. We'll gain ourselves some nice little position
On
on
it.
top of that hill. And there we go. Those are the final 3 enemies. Let's bring...
You have orders?
Yeah, not much you can do there, Rabbit. So let's just go... We'll work our way over to the flank.
Of course.
Just make sure that they can't direct their firepower around this singular corner onto a single target. See if we can spread it out a little bit, or maybe just open up some extra line of sight.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Yep, well, that was fairly ineffective. 1 medium laser it did seem that they fired. Maybe it was 2, but either way, not much of a concern. Let's bring
Standing by.
Spymaster. We would have eyes on everybody. So you know what? Let's go ahead and see what we can see. We have ourselves a Griffin. Okay, who's in a little bit of cover, and then a catapult. Right, well, you know what? I think the catapult is the one that we will wish to take out first. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to you, although... Yeah, no, either way, they're going to get 1 turn before we get our next, so we'll just go with the catapult.
Firing all weapons.
And there we go. If we can get
Removed.
the maximum amount of tonnage for salvage, that is what we would prefer to do. I think that catapult was the heaviest one on the field. Alright, so Griffin moving
Systems
in.
holding.
Not much of a problem there. Let's follow up with
Receiving you.
an annihilator. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to I don't know. The Griffin, I suppose. Yeah, the Griffin will go. There we go. And let's go for the headshot yet again.
Engaging.
Oh wow. And oh no, we did get a headshot, but it must have been with one of our smaller weapons. We destroyed a leg, so he's also getting knocked down. Well, he's not long for this world. Alright then, let's see.
How might I help?
Rabid, let's follow up with a precision strike against the Mech.
Done.
I think that'd be good. Make sure that their initiative stays nice and low. If for some reason they're not taken out, use our resolve nicely.
I have a good feeling about this.
Thought that looks pretty good. Oh, and it turns out we called the Mech. Oh well.
Enemy down.
Alright then, well, with all of that sorted, let's go ahead
Commander.
and bring Angel forwards.
Copy that.
And we'll... You know, we'll go for the leg. We'll see if we can...
Roger.
Yeah.
Let's hit him hard.
Oh well, I was hoping to avoid the
That's a
center
kill.
torso destruction. But it didn't look like we have much better. Alright, so that was glorious, Commander Hobbs. You beat them bloody without a shred of hesitation or remorse. And we captured the show on holovid. Nice crisp footage ready for air. Alright, then by all means, we should broadcast it. Move to the Ironwood Productions and their holo distribution facility. And we do it now. Alright, what about refits and repairs? Our lands just took fire down. I am paying you to deliver swift justice for Argent's murder, Mr. Vatanen. Anything short of that is unacceptable. You will move on Ironwood's holo distribution facility, and you will do it without delay. Alright, then you're the boss. If you say we push forward, then we push forward.
Mission successful.
Okay. A little unfortunate that Ranger took an injury there, but not much we can do about that. Unfortunately, too, I don't think we can head out with injured pilots. No, she is out of commission for a bit. Oh well. It's gonna be what it is. Let's go ahead and pick up, let's see, 65 tons does seem to be the most we can get. Let's go for... let's finish off a Jägermech, and then let's also finish off a catapult. And anything extra is a bonus. Alright, so we've got 2 parts of a quick draw as well, so that's a few things finished. Well, I suppose that's not too bad, all things considered. Alright. Let's dive on in. We'll... Oh yes, we do need to replace our ranger. So I reckon, if that's the case, maybe I'll pick up the SWAC. I think that seems fair. We'll try and avoid having Rannick be entwined with this sort of situation, if at all avoidable. It would be very pleasant to deal with such people. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw them into storage. We'll sell them off, I'm sure, at some point for some profit. And let's see. Okay, consecutive deployment. We need ourselves another pilot. Let's go ahead and jump on in. This is a base capture. You know what? Yeah, no. But you know what? For now, it's going to be fun. I was thinking about maybe doing one of those LRM little runs, but for now, I figure we'll just quickly get this sorted. That way, I can plan out exactly what kind of mechs we want to bring. Not that it's not that it should be too difficult, and not really that we call it diverse with some of our options. We have a couple of different weight, different tonnage mechs for specific roles, but either way. Capture the holo distribution facility. Ironwood Productions holo distribution facility is just ahead of you, Command. Take it, and we will use it to ensure that the steel beast is your talent. Alright, well then. You heard the man. Let's get this job done. At this rate, we're going to be done fairly quickly with this. If we're doing consecutive deployments one after the other, and our mechs are doing as well as they are, we might actually be able to get a decent amount of standing with the Steiner.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so let's go. The hollow distribution facility should just be ahead of you, Commander. Indeed, Ironwood Productions uses this facility to mass produce hollow vid entertainment for combat enthusiasts across the inner sphere. They have everything we'll need to issue the Steel Beast a challenge he cannot refuse. I would advise your lands to scout the facility before engaging it. Ironwood Productions has security contracts with a number of local mercenary outfits, and resistance is likely to be heavy. Alright, understood. We will take it from here.
Ready for action, Commander.
Actually, you know what? Map feels rather familiar. I believe this is the same map we did our old Marauder run.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Alright, so what have we got so far? We have a medium turret and a 40-ton mech, both of which are not much of a concern. We'll bring everybody... we'll stay as close to the road as possible, I think.
Moving out.
Yeah. Alright, so what have we got? Destroy the facilities turrets and the corporate security guards. And of course, we need to take the
Ready for
location.
orders.
So let's go ahead and move into some cover. Cover seems most reasonable. The question is, do we need a little bit more distance for accuracy? The answer is no. Let's just move up and take out the cicada. Make sure that they don't have any long distance shots with their turrets. Go 35% for the headshot.
Let's see how you handle this.
Yep, that'll do it. Yet again, utterly destroyed.
Tango down.
Alright, still no sign of turrets being in range. Oh, they do have a vehicle. Okay, what do we got? 35 tons? And some fairly decent high ground. So, with that in mind, let's bring our
Yes, Commander.
distance.
Receiving you.
Alright, let's just go ahead and sprint all the way forwards. I suppose that'll be fine since we are in an annihilator.
Full throttle.
There's probably fairly minimal damage that they can do, all things considered. They might be able to do some, but
They've
it
got a
won't be
lock on me.
as impactful. Alright,
How might
Rabbit,
I help?
let's go. What do we got here? Light standard turret. Alright, well,
Commander.
let's go with the... Let's move our LRM Stalker.
Moving to position.
If we're going to destroy everything, I think I'd rather sprint with the Atlas to get that into a better position for next round. So this will be fine. Let's go. Fire.
Engaging with target.
Alright, and there goes one.
One left turret.
What else have we got? Oh. Well, it looks like that sensor locking was rather necessary for them. That is unfortunate, but at least we have damage mitigation there, so no big
You
deal.
have orders?
Now let's go ahead and sprint this Atlas forwards. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do.
As you wish.
Maybe we might be able to catch a stray shot aimed at the Marauder, just in case. Alright, well, nothing too severe. I suppose I can handle that. Alright, now we do have another mech in the back there, an 80-tonner. That's certainly going to be worth a bit of salvage.
Receiving you.
We have options, but I'm not sure I particularly care to take them. I think what we'll do here is we'll try and use our Atlas and Annihilator to soak up some of that damage, because that sensor lock will have faded at the beginning of this round. So I think we let them move first.
Got it.
Oh, and it looks like that striker. Yep, there we go. And it looks like their narc did miss, which is kind of ideal. That would have been a bit of a problem. Just that extra damage, of course. Not that I'm too
Standing by.
concerned about their survivability, but if you can avoid it, you'd prefer it. Right, so what do we have here? 55, and 80 in the back. Let's go... The Annihilator can get through an eyesight. You know what? That Atlas can get everybody in position. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and set you as the bait.
Certainly.
Thank you kindly, Rabbit. And then... Oh, Wolverine. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I'm not too worried about the Striker either. We can handle them next round. Let's go for the AC-20. That's probably outside of range at the moment. LRMs are probably more annoying out of anything, so let's just go for him. Yeah, so what do we need there? We need 160 odd damage. That should be fairly easy to do. So let's go... Oh, you know what? Might even be able to take out 2 in one. So you know what? We're going to go multi-target. We're going to go here and there. So A needs at least 160. So that's... let's see. That's 80. Yeah, so A... Yeah, then we'll go B for the rest. That's probably more than ample sufficiency as well. So let's tuck in a third. We'll go C. C there. Yeah, I think that should probably be enough. If not, it'll easily soften them up. Let's just go ahead and try that out. Right, so the LRM turret is down, which is what we cared about. Seems we were accurate on the vehicle as well, so any damage done here is just a bonus. Yeah, unfortunately we missed, but that's no big deal. We have mitigated plenty of damage on this turn, so that'll be fine. Alright, and it looks like their Zeus is not too terrible. They've actually done a little bit of damage. Well done, thank you. Mind you, that is right for the take. So let's go ahead and bring Spymaster forwards. Let's go. Let's see. What do we want? Who do we wish to target? I think we'll go. I think we'll go here and try and take out the Zeus. That seems only appropriate. Maximum tonnage as always. 95%ers. Well, that's not as ideal.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Ammo explosion is something. Yeah. Oh well. Slightly unfortunate. I guess we're gonna have to waste another round on him. Let's go ahead and see. We have 46 at the moment. Let's bring the Annihilator. You know what? Maybe we try and go for the Wolverine. I can definitely get the Zeus before it gets another turn. I'm not really worried about that automatic shredder turret. Yeah, we're just going to make sure that we clear the field and make sure that we get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. And I feel like this is the most efficient way. Of course, assuming that we do get the kills.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh well. Alright, well. Oh! Turns out we are just within range of that auto cannon 20. Well, it's a good thing that that thing missed. Otherwise, that could have burned through just a bit of our armor.
Standing by.
Alright, well then, let's follow up with our Stalker. Let's go... honestly, I think that should be fine. No, we'll just move up here. There we go. Direct line of fire doesn't make too big of a difference. Let's go for the... Maybe we just take out the turret so we don't have to worry about that next turn. Yeah, sure. We'll just go ahead and do that. Maybe the Wolverine would have been a better shot, but at the end of the day, that's one less of our sub-objectives to worry about. Yeah, and they're... Look at that. They're still not going to get that turn. So let's bring the Marauder forwards. Let's take out the... Actually, you know what? That thing's got next to no weaponry at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of the Zeus.
On it.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I honestly don't care that he's going to have a turn. We're going to go for this instead. Now, we could overheat, but we're going to turn off the least damaging the medium laser. Hopefully the headshot lands. Oh, good. Fantastic. I was very concerned we were about to hit that center torso.
Removed.
Alright, sweet. maximum salvage is going well. Looks like he's done a very terrible job at aiming at us, mind you. With Mech in such poor condition, I'm not too surprised.
Orders.
Let's bring... oh, apparently we can see this thing from way back here. Alright, let's go to the turret. That seems reasonable. Let's go ahead and make sure that those LRMs do not catch fire.
Target confirmed.
Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, so that's
That
sub-objective
turret is gone.
1 finished. And let's go with... do we just point blank this thing?
Reporting.
Yeah, I think that we do. Let's just move on up and say goodbye to this very sad looking Wolverine.
Good work, Commander. Proceed to the next objective.
Alright, well, yeah, he's definitely down, and I don't think he's getting up again.
Enemy mech destroyed.
But I suppose it was effective. Alright, let's go ahead and sprint down the road. Oh, alright, you should have eyes on the facility, and we have eyes on you. I'd advise against doing anything foolish, Commander. This studio is better defended than most frontier military bases, and I'd like nothing better than to justify our defense budget. Okay, interesting. Ginger Jankowski. Sounds like we're in for a fight, Edmund. There is no time like the present, so let's get... Alright, looks like Ironwood Productions shelled out for point defense turrets. I was not expecting that. I can't say I didn't warn you. Okay, buddy, I think that's a little inaccurate. So we need to capture, and then we need to pacify the area around. So I suppose we'll just sprint everybody towards the objective.
Move order received.
There's really no point in not. And I guess we have to hold out or take care of other issues. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring you there.
Certainly.
That should be the base sorted. Let's go. No, we'll run the Marauder down that way. No. But they haven't spawned in down there, otherwise we probably would have seen them, but we're going to do it just in case. We have long range anyway, and then we'll mosey into the middle. Alright, so. Now we've got to just figure out where they are. Alrighty, what have we got here? Drop pod is inbound to this location. Huh. Well then, I suppose we may as well get nice and close and see them as they arrive. No other warnings of anybody else coming on in? Currently not, so let's line on up and get our welcome party ready. Yeah, there's going to be a very choice maneuver for them if they're telegraphing this boy.
You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Oh, and it turns out they did not take that direct position, but over here instead. Okay. Orion and a quick draw, that we can handle.
Ready for orders.
Spymaster, you... Drop pod is inbound there. I guess that could be the evac zone. Right. Evac zone right here, we can't land there. Okay. You know what? This we can do though. Let's move over there. That is a safe location, and we do not need evac if we kill them all. So, go ahead and precision strike the... I guess we go with the Orion. Yeah, I think he's going to be the bigger threat, so let's add all of our weapons to engage. What have we got? Oh, lethal. Alright.
Mech destroyed.
Only bringing in 2 guys. Oh man, I was hoping for more. Oh well. Now, that's a pretty sad salvo right there. Not really much of a problem at all. Let's bring...
Yes, Commander.
Let's bring Rabbit and see if we can use some of his high spirits. Go ahead and see if we can also take him out.
Firing.
Well, look at it this way, we destroyed a leg, so
Critical hit.
I suppose that means we're getting 3 precision strikes. Alright, now I guess we'll just roll on up in the Annihilator. Oh, maybe we won't. Just a little too far away. Oh well.
Full throttle.
we'll take what we can get. And you know what? Because I'm a big fan of salvage, I think what we'll do is we might actually just say done.
Let's hit him
We're
hard.
not going to fire off with our LRMs. I feel like it's too
Standing by.
probable that we'll end up destroying
Position
the
confirmed.
mech with indiscriminate fire. So let's go for the headshot
Confirmed.
and do this as clean as possible. Oh, and there it goes anyway. I'm inbound for landing, Commander. Alright. Well, there it goes. And yep, that is the leopard coming on in. Alright, you win, Commander Hobbs. Ironwood Productions is officially crying uncle. Your whole distribution facility is yours as long as you need it. If you want to call out the Steel Beast, we can help you do that. In fact, we'd be happy. I'll bet you will. Someone in your flight promotions department is probably doing a happy little dance right now. We know a money-making opportunity when we hear it. When you're ready, come on in. We've got a dozen holo cameras ready to roll. Excellent. This victory brings us a step closer to justice for my murdered nephew. I suggest that you prepare yourselves. You'll be receiving the Steel Beast challenge soon enough.
Mission successful.
Okay, well, that's not too bad. I think we should be able to handle this. With any luck though, let's see. That was only what, 15-20 minutes. We had to wait for engagements. Yeah, I reckon we can squeeze out the last of this flashpoint before finishing the video. Looks like the Lyran Commonwealth is also getting close to a bit more than friendly, which is probably not terrible. Extra prices on the store, better prices at the store is always a good thing. So let's go ahead and we'll grab the Zeus. And unfortunately, it looks like that is the best salvage we've got. Yeah, and everything else is sort of unfortunate. So we'll go with the Orion as well. We'll see what we can get with that. We did pick up a second part of the Orion and finished a quick draw. Okay, so it's not a complete loss. We did finish at least a mech, and we're pretty well set up to finish another one. So I suppose that's not terrible. Alrighty-o, so the real question is, are we diving in right again immediately? Knowing them, I feel like our employer is going to demand such a thing. So, let's see exactly what we need, and how quickly we can make work of our, what do we call it? Of our work? Of our,
That mech you wanted is back on.
of our target. Either way, let's go ahead and sort that out. So either way, off we go. The Steel Beast to high orbit of Herodotus. Alright, we're getting an incoming message, Commander. It's Tubbs. It looks like he's already... That's a surprise. Isn't he supposed to be on Solaris 7? That was the word on the street. But hey, here he is. He must have come out to do some work with Ironwood Productions. Or hell, I don't know, maybe he's just here to sample Herodotus's pleasure industry. This place does have a reputation. Well, whatever the reason, he's here, and I'll bet he's mighty pissed off. Buckle in, Commander. I'm putting him up on the view screen now. Alright, Bogdan the Steel Beast. Hey, Commander. I saw your little holo broadcast. You think that you can handle the crushing power of the Steel Beast? Well, I'm here to call you out and challenge your best to a duel to the death. Alright. Yeah, sounds like a WrestleMania fellow. Gotta be kidding. You're right, it is. The Steel Beast is as real as it gets. He practices 100% sincerity, and he's gonna cut through you with a snap of his claws. You're about to face unbridled armor, fury of Solaris 7's most notorious welterweight champion. Welterweight, huh? Interesting. Well, with all that yelling and screaming, I expect you to pilot something bigger. Stay out of it, lady. This is between me and your company's champion, my crab against your best medium mech. Now you're going to accept my challenge, or are a bunch of you sniveling cowards where your spines should be? Alright, well, you've got your fight, and with the dust settles, there won't be enough of you left to fill a 5-gallon jug. Nope. Alright, you think you can frighten the Steel Beast? You don't scare me, it is I who scares you. I'll see you on the field. Alright, well, your versus our best one-on-one will be there. Alright, well, with dramatic snarl, the steel beast disappears from your view screen. Okay. So, boss, we're gonna drop the whole lance right now on his head, right? Please tell me that's what you're planning on doing. Ah. Well, oh, a single 50-ton mech in accordance with Tubbs' challenge? Or we just, drop the entire lance? You know what? I think we send out a one-on-one. We'll fight him in the way that he wants to win, and we will beat him down appropriately. So, yeah, we're going to send in a 50-tonner. We have a couple of options. Sorry, but isn't this a little bit reckless? I mean, wants this guy dead because he cheated in an exhibition match. Don't really expect to hold up his end of the bargain, do you? He will, because this fight is going to be recorded. The Steel Beast is a heel and a villain, and he seems to be comfortable in the role, but he can't afford to look like a coward. That kind of thing can kill a gladiator's career. Alright then, fair enough. This should be interesting, however it turns out. Alright, well, I suppose if that's what it's going to be, let's go ahead and do this. So, mano, but actually no, not mano a mano, that's not quite right. We're going to go for salvage, because we're going to steal your mech when we're done with it. And yeah, so let's see. Number of mechs, we can take 1, and weight restrictions. Question is 3 bits of salvage better, or is the money better? Well, he said he was going to be in a crab, so either way, let's just go with the salvage. Hopefully he has a particularly nice one. Now, we are locked in to a maximum of 50 tons, which does make me a little sad. I was really hoping it was just going to be a medium mech, which was going to be our Griffin. I have been, itching to try and get that thing tested. But it looks like that's not going to happen. So the question is, we're not bringing a Centurion. That would be foolish. We can either bring the Crab, which is quite heat efficient. Only 12 heat per round. And a bunch of pulse lasers and an ER small. So about 150 meter engagement would be optimal. And that's a 275 for firepower. Or do we bring out the hunchiest of bat? And I say we got to. We've upgraded this thing rather nicely. We don't unfortunately have that final ER small laser, but we've got pretty good heat sinking. 36 per round, assuming we get in range for the other two. But the rest are all doing a whole stack of damage. So let's see, if we check our firepower, we're doing a maximum of 390. Holy moly. That is, yeah. And of course, I think we also have far better durability, 960. Oh, actually, you know what? That's fairly comparable. Yeah, that is exactly the same. So, you know what? Never mind then. Movement is a little slow in the Hunchback compared to the Crab. You know what? By all measures, I feel like the Crab's probably what we should do. But I love a Hunchback, so we're going to bring the Hunchback. Also, too, I think since it's in the spirits of good fun, initiative could be nice. We don't need multi-target, and we don't need the sensor block. So, let's see. We could go... Angel is probably better, but let's go down and see. We do get extra... no, that's not going to be useful. Neither is breaching shot, because we're not firing a single round. I think Rabbit could be our choice. Yeah, I reckon we bring Rabbit. He's in high spirits, so we can get off precision strikes just that little bit quicker. We have damage reduction, and we have coolant vent, so we can really pummel with all those ways. Yeah, let's go ahead and deploy. This is the right choice. Alright, so this is going to be a 3-skull difficulty. I don't know whether that accounts for the fact that we're going with a single mech, whether he's going to cheat. Honestly, I have no idea, but I trust in Rabbit. What's his name? Boris. That's his name. Yeah, Master Boris. I am more than happy to have you be our representative in this little bout. Alright, so eliminate the Steel Beast. This is it, Commander. Your one-on-one contest with the Steel Beast. Give him the justice he so richly deserves. Alright, keep your eyes open down there, Edmund. We're going in with a single mech warrior, and I don't trust this Joker to stick to his end of the deal. Well, he kinda has to. Like, I don't think him losing all of his reputation and stuff is going to be a viable strategy for him. Not if he wants to keep on earning money. And if he normally cheats in other things, well, in a by swindling people, I don't see him doing too well.
Interface initiated.
Alright, so here we go. So here, good. I've been looking forward to breaking your neck. Alright. Shut up and fight, you murderous swine. Commander Hobbs will make you suffer as you made my nephew Arjun suffer. Suffering? I'll show you suffering. Get ready for a taste of big steel. Law. Big steel law. Alright, what is wrong with him? Well, it's his catchphrase. He screams it before every bout. Now get out there and make us some money, huh? We've got cameras rolling on this.
I doubt we'll find much in the way of entertainment here.
Alright, well, Rabbit, let's go sprinting forwards
Confirmed.
in your good old hunchiest pack and see what we can find. No eyes on him so far. Oh, you know what? We're going to get enough resolve that we can take a precision strike every single round of combat. That is phenomenal. Alright, let's, we're going to stick behind the hill just for a second.
Certainly.
We're going to see where the contact is. Yeah, we're going to pick up some cover as well. We're not going to stand on top of the hill and just be a random fool. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and reserve. We're going to let him take the first strike. I think we're in... Yeah, I think we're in good enough cover that he's going to have to come out to us. So, let's see what he does. Alright, he's moving forwards. He's out of cover. This is what we need.
You have orders?
Let's go... Yeah, let's move. Point blank, in cover, a little bit of evasion.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Yeah, there we go. Being able to mitigate his extra damage is kind of crazy. Oh! Okay, he has a flamer, or sorry, two of them, which do a fair bit of damage, 2 medium lasers, and an AC5, and they're all modified. In fact, I think this is the first time we've seen a fully decked out mech. Okay, so let's see. Heat reduced by 10% by an exchanger, I would assume. Extra melee stability damage. Minus stability damage. And let's see. Yeah, a little bit of bonuses to cover. So he's getting about, what's that? I think that's like, what, 10%? 20%? Alright, let's see if we can finish him off before this even begins. Let's go for the headshot. Ooh, salvo. Here we go.
Locking on target. Hostile eliminated.
Well,
Hot damn, let's do this.
that'll do it. Oh,
Picked up a blip.
he's cheating. What
Picking
a
up a new sensor trace. Looks
diabolical
like enemy
fellow.
reinforcements.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to, work with what we've got. You know what? We're gonna be working with a single mech. I'm glad it's a hunchback. Alright, so we have a little annoying locust there with an two LRM5s and a medium laser, and somebody back here with a large laser.
What's the plan?
So let's move on forwards. That should be mediocre, all of our choices here. Yeah, let's move on up.
Consider it done.
Oh, we have some more hostile sensors. So a 30-ton vehicle and another 30-ton vehicle. Honestly, I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue. Heat may become a problem, but we're going to go precision strike first. That only brings us up to 45, of course, because he's going to have like baffling in the sword. Yeah, and dropping our ER small lasers actually means we're not generating as much heat as I thought either. So either way, we're going to go for the headshot. See if we can take him out. He's only got 19 hit points. So if any of these hits,
Target
he's cooked.
confirmed. Give him everything.
Alright, and we leg the mech.
Hostile removed.
I suppose that'll be an effective measure. Alright, what have we got? Yeah, so far, I don't think we're in trouble. Yep. And the galleon as well. Actually, with all of this excess resolve, we could even go ahead and use vigilance, and we still wouldn't be punished. That is quite OP.
How might I help?
So, given that fact, let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll use our vigilance. This will cost us 20 resolve, but that's fine. We should have done that earlier. Then we'll also go ahead and we will move up into... What are we dealing with? We have a Panther with a large laser. SRMs, you have... they're both pretty much the same. Okay, well then, let's move up into cover. And then since that we're here, we may as well go ahead and vent our coolant. Or will we... Oh no, we won't overheat and they don't have heat damage. So let's just go ahead and use all of this and make sure we get the most. There we go. We'll just target the front and center.
I understand.
Oh my goodness, all those
Okay,
lasers are
everybody.
absolutely on point.
Let's hit him where it hurts.
That's that is a scary thing for them to want to walk in towards. Alright, and it looks like cover and evasion is working out well for us. And here we go again. Let's go ahead
Yes,
and
Commander.
we'll use more vigilance. Because why not? And we'll go ahead and let's see. Vent coolant. Yeah, that's a very scary thought. Here you are thinking that you've just survived a couple of salvos from a hunchback, and then he vents all of his coolant and you realize he's preparing for a second round. Alright,
Of course.
move here, and let's go precision strike on the Panther. Let's make sure that he does not get a turn.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
Alright, and we caught him too.
That will
Excellent.
be a kill.
And finally, we now just have a tiny little vehicle. Oh no, he missed us. That's a bad news bears. Alright. Rabbit, would you be so kind? Let's just melee this guy. And squish. Alright, well done. Well done, my friend. Looks like there's a reason why he got the call sign Rabbit. Taking on everybody, one hunchback at a time. Alright. Scratch one steel beast. The miserable fool cheated, and we still took him down. And I salute you for it. Arjun's death has been avenged, and may it bring his poor parents some measure of comfort.
Mission successful.
Well, that is sad, being goaded into a fake contest to be executed. At least the dirtbag who did it is now appropriately dealt with. Alright, so there we go. Everybody is happy. Well done to you, kind sir. Now let's go ahead and see. Oh, what have we got here? Extra ammo, extra damage. I don't think that's the... Yeah, I don't know if that's really necessary. We'll go for the Locust. Not that I really care. Maybe the AC-5? All of this is all fairly, middling at best. I guess we'll just go ahead and, we'll take the parts. And, we'll see what is given to us. Well, it does look like, pretty much everything has been, given to us. That'll be fine. And, now we can wrap on up with the Lyran Commonwealth for now. But the good news is, we did gain a fair bit of reputation with them, and it wasn't even at the cost of any of our other standings with any of our other major houses. So I think that could be classed as a fairly successful flashpoint. Not to mention, we're still yet to get what the fancy bonuses we were promised from the beginning. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and then I think from there, well, yeah, here we go. Alright, high orbit of Herodotus. An impressive performance and a halt. You played the bastard's game and crushed it, both physically and metaphorically. My nephew's untimely death has been avenged. We were all pleased to be of service. Ralph, Aglitz, Bradford. Bloodthirsty fools like Tubbs give all MechWarriors a bad name. Not anymore, my friend, and your company have solved that problem admirably, sorry. And now, if you'll excuse me, I have family matters to attend on Arkin. My Argent had a son whose affairs must be seen to, and now that honor has been satisfied, the duty falls on my shoulders. Okay, okay, so that's one of their worlds. Alright, until next time. Until then, be well, Commander Holt. Alright, everything goes dark. So, what's next for us? Play around with the salvage team, my team just recovered. You know, Tubbs may be an idiot, but his mech was a thing of beauty, and good news, everyone, it's ours now. We got ourselves a big deal for. If that isn't worth celebrating, I don't know what is. Maybe we should pop a few cans of Willa Fizz. I'm happy just to have one handy. Alright, maybe later. For now, I need to get back on the horn with the Ironwood Productions. It turns out, my exclusive recording of the death of the Steel Beast is attracting a lot of attention. I'm working on a distribution deal right now. Alright, you're kidding me. Nope, there are a whole lot of fans on Solaris 7 who are really excited to watch the Steel Beast die. Ironwood is enthusiastic about partnering with us to promote the official Leviathan's Marauders fight for. It'll probably be a big hit with the crowds. Our MechWarriors got to watch the fight in real time and they can't stop gushing about it. Seriously, I can't remember the last time I've seen the Argos crew this excited. Morale's up across the ship. Well then, we better give our people an outlet for all that energy. I'll pull up some new contracts before I resume negotiations with Ironwood. Great job on this one, everybody. Now let's get back to work. Well done. Well, kudos to you, Ravid. You have successfully made us very famous and well compensated. Alright, so we now have the BSD-20, a big steel core. Okay, and direct fire support. We also get a large laser, part of a fire starter, MSRM's rangefinder, and a leg mod. Well, and a nice chunk of change too. Alright, very good.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Looks like quite a Frankenmech. Looks like a... Oh. Grab on... Yeah. Oh, okay. So what is this? Built from the husk of a Grab 20. Let's see. Tubbs had big steel chassis rebuilt to support the mounting of ballistic weaponry, presumably in the interest of creating a louder, more violent spectacle in the arena. Well, you know what? I'm kind of keen to see what that is. So, given the fact that that's kind of a fancy special mech, I'm going to quickly chuck our Grasshopper into storage. I don't think that's a big problem. We can always refit that out if we so desire. And let's see what our new toy does have as an option. So, this thing has a bit of an issue, it seems. What is the problem? Performance warning. There is something wrong with it, but it has a ballistic 3 energy, 2 support, and 5 jump jet. Okay, so if we were going to refit this thing, not saying that we will, I'm very happy with our SLDF era grab. But if we were to do anything with it, what would we have to do for it? Come on, power up and show us. We're keen to see. You know, I think this is probably one of my biggest gripes with the game, is sometimes the amount of time it takes to get sorted. Oh, it is a ton down. Okay, so it's underweight at the moment. Right. And it even comes with an exchanger. Ah. 2 tons for 10%. You know, that may be useful in one of our other mechs even. Well, either way, we'll leave this here for now. Maybe I do something with it, maybe I don't. We'll see how things go. But I think that's a, yeah, pretty fancy haul nonetheless. And if we do sell it off, I'm sure it's probably going to be worth something to somebody at some point. Alright, so from this point, I think we have another contract to do here, if memory serves. Got that at the beginning. Yeah, one for the Magistry of Canopus against the Capellans. So I feel like that's what we'll come back with tomorrow. And that will be all for this planet. So if you do want to see this the next episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.